Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Ashen Castle. Today we're having a look at a game played on the Korean server, and it is Mr. Keria, the one and only. He has been spamming Senna. Now, today we're going to watch a video of him playing Wei. However, he's going to be playing together with a Senna, and this is a very interesting combo. I am cautiously looking forward to seeing what it is all about. However, I want to point out a couple of things. So, I started casting on my German channel again. So, if you are German, go over to Ashan Castet und da könnt ihr Videos finden. And one of them is my cast of Keria on Senna. Absolute animal game with one int, but it was a pretty good game in general. So, we're going to jump right into the cast right now. I just want to preface this by saying I've been playing a lot of Wei, okay? So, I feel like it is a good idea for me to actually cast a Wei video in general. However, I want to point out that I am not the genius when it comes to support. And so, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. We are starting out on 2 Doran's items here in the bot lane. This is a common trend, will be reworked in patch 14.4, which is a upcoming patch. And that one will probably, most likely, remove that by, I think, adding a exclusionary rule where basically you can only have a Doran's item or a World Atlas. So, you know, support item or the Doran's item. That is the choice. Okay, so we have Viper and Keria. Two of my absolute favorites. I'm a really big Viper fan. Like, very, very big. And we do see some silly energy here between those two, which is very cool. We have a Senna in Viper's hands and Keria on the way. I think this is a very interesting combo. The thing is that Pyke and Ezreal can be a very lethal combination here. To point it out, of course, we have the Arcane Comet here on Wei. Wei, not too strong on the level 1. Senna, very strong. However, the Flash and the Ignite, we're going aggressive onto the Viper. Viper will go down here as Keria has very, very high cooldowns at this level 1 stage. Only available spell is the Q at 8 seconds. And that one, of course, although versatile, is just nothing in comparison to the Pyke Flash. And you can see that is exactly what I was talking about there with the press, the attack Ezreal, dealing massive amounts of damage. Of course, the Pyke with Hail of Blades, Ignite, and Flash, ridiculously strong at forcing an engage. And, well, the fragile little Senna did go down very quickly. So the thing is, right, with Senna, very often you would draft tank combinations. That is why I felt so weird about this pick in particular. Also, a lot of mana missing on Keria already. So I do want to see, Keria is actually the one who's farming. I was expecting this. I do want to see Keria on the, using the WE here a lot. Yeah. One really cool thing about Wei is that he is able to regenerate mana very slowly and at a, you know, not the best rate, but he is able to regenerate mana in lane. So he does have a decent amount of sustain. And Keria has to be very careful. A beautiful flash as the Pyke will take him down, but it is enough to get one more Q out. Unfortunately, the Senna W lands on a minion, and so Pyke will be able to escape here. As this Wei already has done so much damage to the enemy team. And still they are in a very commanding position here in the bot lane. Yeah, this is so rough. Fiddlesticks also bullied them out of the lane here, resulting in a very favorable lane state here for the blue team. Vive will now be caught out as well, trying to punish. As Keria finds a pick onto the Pyke. Has to be a little bit careful though, as Senna once again is bullied out of lane. Keria only can do one thing here, and that is push the lane in as Senna overstaying. Careful. Ah, the Viper goes down once again. Keria here is finding another kill on to the Fiddlesticks. Now, fighting this Ezreal is absolutely impossible. And so Keria will just go down anyway. That is a double buff going over to the Ezreal, who absolutely loves double buffs in the early game. Allows him to poke ferociously, deal with that poke coming out of the enemy bot lane. And this is exactly what I was a little bit afraid of. There is a lot of potential for this comp to work out well when it does, because, well, Wei inherently has absolutely great combinations with anything that is CC, right? No matter the range. But they are very, very fragile. One misstep, or not even misstep, just one good play by the enemy team, and you are toasted. Cleanse on Viper, definitely a good choice. However, still, it is not enough to save him. He's died 2 times now. And we can already feel a little bit of a weak synergy here between Viper and Keria. I think they were on a little bit of a different page there when it comes to, well, what they wanted to achieve. Okay, Keria giving his darnest to CS. However, it's looking pretty rough. Can get an EE here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, very good job. Okay, so Wei does have a lot of combos that work well with Senna. I think one of the main combos, this is a no-brainer, one of the main combos is if she hits her W, you can EW, which will create this little eye, right, that locks onto the closest target. You can EW, and then you can QW, which is that little lightning bolt kind of single-use Xerath ultimate type thing. I think that's the best way to describe it. You will see it and hear it. Very, very obvious. Is his most aggressive ability for a reason in sound and appearance. For a reason, I think that's very good game design. We got to be very careful here with a potentially flanking Pyke. You can see that Ezreal is, yeah, preparing for exactly that. The Ignite comes out. Keria already reduced to 1 HP. Keria will go down as the Senna fighting for her life. And ooh. Camera just trolling me, man. But he stays. Okay, Vi will pick up a kill here as well. Does she get the kill onto Pyke? No! Last second. Auto tech snuck in there by the Pyke. That is an absolute disaster of a lane. Pyke Ezreal comp started targeting the Wei now. Now Wei keeps dying. Before it was Senna, now it's Wei. It's a bit depressing. Because Wei, you can see here, is the one who will be farming. And I don't want to think about what happens once Fiddlesticks, like, you know what I mean? Absolute pain. Okay, let's look at mid lane here. We have a little bit of a support roam situation. Double support roams. Viper will pick up the kill onto the Yone. Fiddlesticks is here to punish the Nico. And that means Viper has to go back here. Does dodge the Pyke Q. Will get himself some more souls. His way here in trouble against this Ezreal, who's putting in beautiful work. And Keria has to be very careful here. Tries to flash out. The ultimate will not land. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Ultimate will not land. Yeah, I mean, seems like a very uncomfortable situation to be in, especially versus a Pyke. Little bit of damage and Pyke ultimate executes you here. Definitely not the situation you want to be in. As ooh, the lock-on will happen and we find good damage. However, Ezreal, Arcane shifting forwards, will pick up the kill onto the Wei here. Once again, Wei going down. And ooh, Viper will not find the kill here into the Pyke as well. As 5-2 and 5 and 3-1 and 6 are very, very scary stat lines to have on an Ezreal and on a Pyke. Ezreal, newly buffed, of course, has increased damage on his main abilities. It's all AD, so his AD scalings just have been increased. Very beautiful play here by the Nico. As Nico is a very strong champion versus this Yone. See here, Yone 50 CS to 78 on the Nico. Yeah, you just get punished way too hard. And Viper was like halfway on the way mid lane, but he just realized not really too much to do here. So we're moving back bot lane. Keria has a pushing wave, so we better take care of this one. As actually Fiddlesticks will pick up a kill onto the Nico here. And Vi not quite strong enough. Our protagonist here will have to be very careful with the pike. The stun comes out. Viper gets caught again. No body block available here from Keria. That is another death to the Senna. It's a problem. It is a problem. I can tell you that much. This lane, very fragile, and now Ezreal and Pyke have reached that critical point where they can pretty much engage whenever they want. Lane in a bad state, and you can see how they're fishing. The Ezreal and the Pyke still looking for kills here. Pyke might find another kill onto Viper here. Yeah, the ultimate will collect that one. Double the cash out for the Pyke. And Keria can't really follow as she just gets bullied out by the Ezreal. And that is a absolutely painful lane right now. 54 CS, 270, as well as the Pyke will find the kill onto the way as well. And it is a disaster. Yeah, I was afraid of something like this happening. The thing is, in the team fights, Wei is usually pretty good against Fiddlesticks because, well, Wei can just stand very far back as long as he has targets to pair his CC with. And then deal a mediocre amount of damage, but deal damage nonetheless while he waits for some cooldowns to be used. That's usually the way you want to play Wei. Pun intended. And, well, the thing is that... Oh, no. It's so over. God damn. Well, if we take inventory, we have absolutely no winning lane. Yeah. There's actually no upside. It's just everyone's losing. It is what it is. Well, I mean, I guess we have mid lane kind of winning, but mid lane also got perma-ganked by the Fiddle. And the Pyke. Pyke, absolute demon. Okay, we do cancel the Yoni here. That is kind of okay. You can see that just a massive amount of damage available to Ezreal there. Ay, dude. Bro, this is so uncomfortable. Look at the items as well. He's gonna very soon... Actually, I wonder how much gold he's sitting on. Yeah. 2,700 gold. I was about to say, like, I thought this already was a mana immune, but he hasn't recalled yet. He's just sitting on it. Just ridiculous amount of money available to the man. And yeah, oh my god. Oh, the Pyke. Beautiful combo. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, we gotta be careful here now. The beefy frontline has arrived and they will take down the Ezreal here. Shutdown going over to Vi. Vi can definitely use that one. Gotta be very careful though. The Pyke will collect you again. As now though, Viper is here and the Udyr will create a frontline for the first time. Senna might be able to live well. Scrap that as Fiddlesticks goes in and finds the kill here. And the fight just never ends. Yo, now coming in to save his team's play here. This is definitely one of the best plays we've seen for the red team, which says a lot because it ends, well, in a not so great situation here for the red team, but it is nonetheless a pretty good play. There's a lot of shutdowns were collected and a bit of a gold lead has been made back. Sway sitting in the bot lane and farming, chilling. Yeah, Wayne not the best support in my opinion. I think he is much better in the mid lane, but you can play him as support. He is absolutely Oh, man. You can't even be mad. It's just... What can you do, man? You get pike hooked out of the fog of war into the Ezreal ultimate. Perfect combo. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. This way, definitely not in the best position now. So here, yeah, you can see now Ezreal has the mana immune available to himself. This Udyr definitely is a very, very strong one, though. As the pike flash. Way, unfortunately not able to find the combo here, as Fate will arrive a little bit late to the team fight here. However, Vi, in a bit of a dangerous situation, will go in and will give Pyke a ultimate reset here. Pyke finding massive amounts of damage. However, shutdown given over to Viper here. And once again, the red team claws their way back into the game with a very strong fight and a quadra kill going over to Viper. That, ladies and gentlemen, means we still can't do Dragon. Oh, no. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a big turning point here. We swung, what, like 2k gold back in that fight. Unfortunately, still, again, the Dragon not going over to the red team. However, Viper has a lot of money here. Viper also built an Edge of Night. I would be interested in whether Wei is planning to build something along those lines as well. Get a Verdant Barrier or something like that. Gotta be very scared here versus the Yone. I mean, this Yone doesn't have the most amount of money, but still. Yone is a champion that can punish something like a Wei very, very easily. See, the Senna is starting to be a very strong part of these fights, and the Dragon goes over to the red team. Fiddlesticks will be taken down here. And this Udyr has been carrying those fights together with Vi very, very hard, allowing for Senna to have a frontline. And this is exactly why you usually draft the Senna with a frontline in lane, because then all of the sudden things are much more playable. You can see here how the Wei Senna lane, right? If they don't lose the 1v1, the level 1 there, then there is some potential, but you have to survive early levels, especially with Wei in general. The problem in support is you have to survive level 1 to level 3. And those are much more extended than on other lanes. Much harder to play. Okay, here massive damage coming out onto the Fiddlesticks once again as the Senna ultimate here helps. Yeah, give a little bit more HP. Beautiful play actually by the Ezreal, and this team fight is far from done. As Yone unfortunately will just hit air once again as Viper just keeps collecting it all. This Viper has some fangs now. As Ezreal was taken down here, I believe, by Keria's QW as well. So very good job. As positive emotes are coming out of Keria once again. Yeah. It was a struggle boss. I can tell you that much. It was a struggle boss, but now the team fights are just looking nasty. And I want to point this out because this is just Viper. Viper is very good in team fights. Viper also is good in laning phase, but he is a very good team fighting AD carry as well. You can see it on the Senna here. Once he has a little bit of frontline, once he can position himself, he does massive amounts of damage and also, crucially, collects kills. This sounds really stupid, right? But if you are kind of expected to be the damage carry, which in this team comp, oh my god, Senna to some extent is, then it is very important that you do pick up the kills. Something that I'm very bad at on AD carry side. I just run in and I just deal damage without much focus. As what is this drift here? Okay. I guess we're going for a different tower. That leaves the red team here in a very awkward state, as Yone will find the engage together with the Poppy here onto the way. Way goes down once again, but Senna standing tall, and that is massive damage still for the red team available here, as now Vi is coming back to the fight. The Vi ultimate hop will catch out the Ezreal, and Ezreal will go down here. Best attempts by the Fiddlesticks. However, he will not be able to peel for his teammate, as now he is in the crosshair of the Senna. Senna will take that one down as well, and now take with himself the inhibitor here. Superstar gameplay by Viper, coming back out of a very, very disgusting laning situation here with the Pyke Ezreal being able to just absolutely abuse you. Now he's standing tall, standing his ground, dealing damage to anyone who comes close to his tanks. And that is the beauty of, well, good job by Poppy. That is the beauty of Senna with something like the deer here, running circles around the enemy team. Ooh, Pyke definitely looking for something here. Gotta be careful with Vi. Vi looking for the re-engage, but the Poppy W coming out. That is pretty annoying. Very beautiful EQ by the Nico, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. And Wei caught out of position again. Keria struggling to find his footing still in these team fights, as he was, well, he was spending a lot of time in the side lane, and he you know, usually just comes to team fights in order to die. But that is the tragedy of Wei sometimes. Sometimes you are just not allowed to do anything but QW and EW and WE, and that's just all you do. Maybe throw in a max range ultimate onto a CC target, as Viper here is available for this fight. Once again, Udyr standing in front, and that is the combo that we want. Triple kill for Udyr, including the Baron, I believe, as we are now laying chase to the last member, and that is a pentakill for the dynamic duo here of Udyr and Senna. And maybe we should have played Udyr Senna instead of Wei Senna, eh? That is the FF coming out for the blue team here. Very beautiful clawback by Viper. And if you enjoyed that, make sure to hit the sub button on the channel. And I'm looking forward to entertaining you once again in tomorrow's video. Goodbye!